So hello world, welcome to this tutorial and this challenge where I am going to be attempting to make the mouse trail animation that you just saw. So once again, if you like this video and you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you have any suggestions for content or challenges I might do in the future, and if you make something different or unique with this, you can leave them down in the comments. And yeah, I think that's all. So I will get started with the video and the tutorial. So to make that trail animation, I have a blank VS Code project here. So first I will just create my files and the JavaScript file. From here, I'll just create my HTML files, my HTML template, then I'll link my CSS. Then I will add my canvas item, give it an ID of canvas, and create a script and link my JavaScript to it. Then I'll move to the CSS, select the body, give it a width of 100 and a height of 100%, 100 of the viewport height, I mean. Then I'll give it a background color of slightly gray, and then an overflow of hidden. What I'm going to do next is to select the canvas and give it a width of 100% and a height of 100% also. From here, what I'm going to do is close this file and go to the JavaScript, and in the JavaScript I will select the canvas. I will select the canvas, then I'll select its context 2D, which is the pen we use to render stuff on the screen. From here, I'll tell the canvas, hey, the number of pixels on your width is equal to the number of pixels in the screen's width, and the number of pixels in your height is equal to the number of pixels in the screen's height. From here, what I'm going to do is create an array and call it points, which will be all of the points of the trail, so that whenever I move my mouse using document.onMouseMove, this event listener, what I'm going to do here is every time the mouse moves, I'm going to add a point to the beginning of the list, and that point will have a property x, which is the mouse positions x, and a property y, which is the mouse's y position. So from here, every time I move the mouse, a point will get added to the points array, but we don't want the points to be infinite. So what I'm going to do here is check if if the points are if the points array is a certain number of points long. For now, let's say something like 40. Yeah, let's say something like 40. So if the points array is less than 40, has less than 40 points, we'll add a point. So from here, what we're going to do is create another function, and let's call it draw trail. And in this function, what we're going to do is clear the screen first, so that there's nothing on the screen every time we draw it. If we don't do this, the trail will appear to grow infinitely long. That's because the screen isn't being cleared. So now we'll just clear the screen, canvas.width, canvas.height. From here, I'm going to move the pen to the first point's position. So point 0.x, point 0.y, and then what I'm going to do is create a for loop, and I'll loop through every point except the first one, of course, in the points array. Then I'll just increment this by 1. So for every point except the first one, I'm going to draw a line points I dot x. I'm going to draw a line for every point. Then after moving the points, I forgot to begin a new path. So I'll just begin a new path here. Actually, I'll begin a new path here, and after looping through all the points and tracing a line to all of them, I'm going to stroke so that we can actually see the lines. Then I will request animation frame, draw trail for this function, and every time we draw something, we are going to pop. We're going to remove the last point from the array so that we don't draw it on the next time. So we're going to move the mouse, a point's going to get added into the array, and then we're going to draw the line, and after drawing the line, we are going to remove the last point so that it's not drawn on the next frame. So from here, we can just call the draw trail function, and this should be working. Cannot read the properties of x, so there is an issue here, and the issue is here because the point, the array is empty to begin with. So I'm just going to add a conditional here and say if the array actually has points, it should draw, which is like this: if points dot length is greater than 0, well, we have one element in the array, more than 0 elements in the array, we're going to draw something. So pen.pop is not a function. Yep. Points.pop. Refresh, and it's working. So that's how you make a trail animation with JavaScript. And I hope you like this tutorial and this challenge. Let me know in the comments what other challenges you might like me to do. And yeah, if you make anything cool with this, also feel free to leave it down in the comments.